Ahoy! The weather is beautiful today, so that's why I decided to record a video outside in this forest. Last week I spoke about the word akorát, which has multiple meanings, and today I also picked another important word that starts with an A, and it's as important or more important than akorát. That word is ať. Ať. Let's take a look at it. Ahoj, vítejte na mém kanále Czech by Zuzka, kde vám pomocí angličtiny vysvětluju českou gramatiku. You know, the word ať is a magical word because you can use it when you make a wish. If you have a wish, use ať. Prosím, 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 ať neprší, ať neprší. Please, please, please don't rain. So we can use it for wishing, but that's not its only function. The first common function of the word ať is working as a conjunction. It connects two sentences. In a way, it works as aby, so that. First of all, we can use it for an imperative in indirect speech, when we give a command in reported speech. Imagine someone says, přijď zítra, come tomorrow. This is the direct speech. As a reported speech, we can say, řekl mi, ať přijdu zítra. So you see that přijď is an imperative and then it changes into the future. In this case, ať přijdu zítra. You could also say, řekl mi, abych přišel, abych přišla zítra. It has the same meaning, but using abych in this case feels a little bit more distant. I also spoke about this in the video focused on the aby clauses. Or someone writes you a recommendation that says, změňte nadpis, change the title. So the command, the imperative is změňte nadpis, změňte. So when you tell this to someone, you would say, napsali mi, ať změním nadpis. Napsali mi, ať změním nadpis. And again, změním is the verb in future tense. They wrote to me to change the title. Ať also works as a conjunction for expressing purpose. Something that we can translate as so that. A parent can say to their kid when the kid is playing with something fragile, dávej pozor, ať to nerozbiješ. Ať to nerozbiješ. Careful so that you don't break it. Careful not to break it. Ať as a conjunction can also have a meaning of something like no matter what, or even though, ať dělám, co dělám, stejně to nefunguje. No matter what I do, it still doesn't work. Ať dělám, co dělám. This is a common pattern in more sentences. Ať and a verb, then co and a verb. Ať dělám, co dělám. Another pattern would be ať together with nebo. Ať sem přijedete v zimě nebo v létě, bude se vám tady líbit. Whether you come here in winter or summer, you will love it here. Ať sem přijedete v zimě nebo v létě. Ať nebo. Those were examples of ať as a conjunction. Now let's take a look at how it works as a particle. It can work as a little extra word that gives the sentence a different meaning. And here is where we use it as a wish. At the beginning, I gave you an example with the sentence with the wish, ať neprší. You can use it when you address someone and you wish them something. If someone says they're working on something important, a project or a piece of art, you can tell them, ať se ti to povede. Ať se ti to povede. It might sound funny because it has a lot of short words. Ať se ti to povede, ať se ti to povede, which means good luck. I wish that it goes well for you, that it turns out well for you. So imagine that in front of this sentence and the word ať, you have a phrase přeju ti. Přeju ti, ať se ti to povede. Přeju ti means I wish you. This is how you can use it too. You can say přeju ti, ať se ti to povede, but it's not very common. We just say tak, ať se ti to povede. We can say tak or nothing. Ať se ti to povede. So this is a situation where the person is not a subject. We wish that something works out for someone. If you wanted to say, get well soon, someone is sick, so you want to say, get well soon, you commonly would say, brzy se uzdrav, which is a normal imperative. Brzy se uzdrav, from uzdravit se, get well. Here the person we're referring to is the subject. And you could also say, ať se brzy uzdravíš, but it's not so common. You can wish someone, hlavně ať si šťastný. Hlavně ať si šťastný. Most importantly, be happy. Hlavně doesn't have to be there, but it's something that we use a lot too. Most importantly, above all. You can also say goodbye to someone by saying ať se daří. Ať se daří. All the best. So that you thrive, something like that. Ať se daří. It's not referring to anything specific. You just wish that that person thrives. And a sentence that you might have heard in a movie. Ať žije král. Ať žije král. Long live the king. You can also wish something to yourself. If you don't want someone to be there and you're just thinking in your head or telling someone next to you, ať odejde. Ježiš, ať odejde. Geez, I want him to leave. I want her to leave. I wish he or she left. And again, you could imagine that you are saying přeju si, ať odejde, which we usually don't say. We just say ať odejde. Or you're watching a scene where someone is doing something unpleasant, or in real situation you are wishing in your head, don't do it. I hope he doesn't do it or she doesn't do it. Ne, ať to nedělá. Literally, I wish he or she doesn't do it. And of course, you could use imperative nedělej to, but that would be addressing that person directly. Don't do it. Ať can also express indifference. You don't care, it doesn't matter to you. Ať si dělá, co chce. Mně je to jedno. Let him do or let her do whatever he or she wants. I don't care. Ať si dělá, co chce. In this sentence, you are not exactly wishing. You just say that if that person does this, you don't care. And here's one funny expression. Ať se Hanka třeba staví na hlavu. Já s ní do bazénu nepojedu. Which translates to something like, even if Hanka does cartwheels, I'm not going with her to the swimming pool. Ať se Hanka třeba staví na hlavu literally means let Hanka stand on her head. So even if Hanka does cartwheels, I'm not doing this. So this is all from me. If you want to see more examples, I'm going to display a couple of sentences here and their English translation. I will read it for you. And if you have any questions, write in the comments below. Mějte se hezky. Ahoj.
Jedna. Prosím tě, vezmi si aspoň do ruky tužku, ať vím, že něco děláš. 2. Lidé často lžou, ať už sami sobě nebo druhým. 3. Řekla jsem mu, ať na to nezapomene. 4. Hlavně, ať se mu nic nestane. 5. Volá mamka, ať se staví. Or we can say, řekni jí, ať se staví. 6. Běžte dovnitř, ať se zahřejete. 7. Chytře koupila dům v Londýně, takže ať se stane cokoliv, vždycky se má kam vrátit. 8. Každý, ať muž nebo žena, si může užít sportovní rybolov.